That's going to work much better. There we go. Oh my goodness. So let me do this. I'm trying to have my chat up here. Here we go. Now we're live. Rock and roll. Okay. I'm still an idiot. I probably always will be. But hey, we're here. I'm not going to be here super long. Maybe, half hour. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Mostly I'm just on here for my clickbait thumbnail. That's my very first clickbait thumbnail, by the way. I hope you enjoy that clickbait thumbnail, as well as the unprofessional beginning that we've had here. I need to do something here. It's sad. It's really sad. We gotta get no, don't. Yeah, that's what we want to do. That right there. Okay, so now if I bring this to the forefront, and then I do this and this, that puts that over there, and then this over here, and then now I can see my chat. That's awesome. Now let's make it say live, because you gotta do that. Wait, what? There it goes. Live chat. There we go. Okay, live chat. Alright, so now I've got my screen all set up here. Anyway, I just want to come on. Yeah, the thumbnail's real. Jade sent it to me. Yes, you were J-baited. You were indeed. shameless promotion happening here, folks. Shameless promotion. Hi, Camellia. Welcome. Good to see you. Of course, the lovely Jade Star is here, having been J-baited with. I believe I tagged you in the description, and down there you'll find this. I learn new things. I learn new things. I learn new things. I'll stop doing that now. If everything went well, there is a link to tomorrow's interview with the lovely Jade Star, with the stolen thumbnail you see in this video. There's a link down there in that description. And if you click it, it should take you to the thing, and you can notify or whatever, I never want to hear this person again, whatever you'd like to do. And then I did this other thing. At the end of this, if I really did it right, there's going to be a thing, it'll do the dumpy thing. I think I finally figured out how to do the dumpy thing. And if I'm right, then you can wait, not click the link in the description below, then that'll shoot you, it'll dump you over to the same spot, and you can turn on the notification or, praise Jade Star for everything that she does. So fantastic. Good to see you here, Jade. And it was lovely talking to you yesterday. I've just been rubbing my hands together like crazy because I'm excited. I get to go outside maybe tomorrow. We've been cooped up in here for days. I could have gone outside, but it's cold, and I didn't want to. Well, we'll see if it works. We have not seen TheFalcro have a successful dump yet. We won't actually know until the end of this particular stream. So, but I am trying to learn new stuff. It's stuff and things, words, and because words are hard. So there will be a lame live tonight. So if you want to send me an email with some of our locals, independent artists or ones we don't know yet, that's fine, as long as they're independent artists. Yeah, send those to me, and I'll try and get them squeezed in there tonight. I do have some submissions from last week's missed lame live from Cherokee Mammy, so we'll have a few of those. She always submits great music, and of course, I'll talk about this thing that's linked down below, or that will hopefully you be dumped to be able to turn on the notification or bookmark it, or whatever your preference is. There's a number of different ways to get there. Other than that, I've just been practicing. I did a recording today, not of me yet, But I set up my loopback track and added in another space, and see if I can do this right. If I turn this there, I shouldn't have to do anything else. Now I'm just going to be quiet and see what happens. I don't know how loud this can be, but it's not a super loud track anyway. It's pretty mellow, so I don't think headphones wearers need to beware, but I always like to say dumb stuff, so there that is. I'm going to click the play button, and we'll see what happens here. Hopefully we can hear stuff. I was playing with my loopback into Reaper. Are we making noise? Yeah. Looks like we're making noise. See, and I recorded this in this backing track progression. It's C, A minor, F, G. For those of you who are not savvy like me, I changed the name. That's the other thing I learned today. Let me stop this. Hopefully my vocals coming over the top of this if I got it balanced out right. Anyway, stopping. There we go. Excellent. I'm glad that worked. So that's my loopback function. Jade was talking about that new program today, and I had this loopback function from the Focusrite, and it does basically say, now I don't have web access or anything fancy like that. I can do that inside OBS, sort of. It takes a lot of processing to do it inside OBS, but it can be done. And I just don't, because it's easier to just share another window. But anyway, I recorded that in. It's 10 minutes long, and it's titled something like 10 minutes of daily practice, and it's just that for 10 minutes. It's that progression. Goes through 16 bars, I think. Yeah, 16 bars. Goes through 16 bars, which I now say bars. I called them measures when I was playing piano. They were called a measure in that. I don't know why they're bars here and measures there, but hey, they are. But I was doing my bar chords to this progression, actually playing the chords. Some guy suggested I do this. And I recorded this because this chord progression is brutal. For me, it hurts a lot. So I figure I should do it more. Because, I mean, isn't learning to play the guitar kind of an exploratory investigation into light BDSM? You know, because it hurts. It really hurts. But then sometimes it feels so good that you just got to do it more. So, I mean, I don't know if BDSM is really like that, because I am not a no. If you want to stop the show, just say ouch, or no, that's not good. I'm not feeling. Yeah, that's how that works. Anyway, but yeah, that's something else. And then we're gonna play with scenes. I added a whole bunch of media sources. Jade, you'll be happy to hear that. Playing around with that. I also played around with my camera settings, and I think I got a pretty good mix on the camera here for this 922 Pro X whatever Logitech. Logitech could have done so much better. The camera itself's not that bad. Finally got manual focus turned off, or autofocus turned off. I got it zoomed back out so that it's not, hey, how you doing, everybody? It's the talking head of the TheFalcro. Fun stuff like that. So, anyway, that's what this is about. It's just a hang with some stuff like that, talking about, the interview with Jade tomorrow, because I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but the thumbnail is it's clickbait to get you to come here, but it's also the truth. Because Jade actually asked me if I wanted to do an interview. And I took about no time at all to think about it and said, well, yes. I think I did say something else smart alecky before that, kind of my little sarcasm wall. But yeah, that was fun. So yeah, we'll see how this all works out. I'm excited. I'm growing as a guitar player again, and I count everything now. I find myself counting everything. Uh, when Jade was playing the drum beat today, yes, Jade, I'm talking about you again. Strange how you would be at the forefront of the subject here. Um, but anyway, you played that little, and I was counting that when you were changing the BPM. I was counting that at the different BPMs to see if I could stay with it. And you know what? If you start on one and follow it with two, three, four, depending upon the speed, maybe an and in there, and it just spices it up a little bit if the beat's a little faster. It pretty much you just stay right. It's the same, and all of the fills they come at the right time. You know, as where a fill should be before it's going to lead into the next, verse. I don't know. It's song stuff that I don't understand yet, but I'm trying to. Started writing down words. I have some words that I wrote down for a potential new song. And it's only a few words. It's basically a title and maybe a concept at this point, but it's something that keeps popping into my head. So I wrote it down. I got out the iPen, the iPen, which quit working, by the way, and I had to make the iPad forget it, and then re-Bluetooth it to it, learn it, pair it. Yeah, I had to repair it. So. Hello, Doc. Oh, the dog paws graced us. Anyway, and I downloaded a note program. I don't know what it's called, something with words. Anyway, I can just write. Like this is a real pen, and it's on the paper. So that's a new thing for me. I've never done that before. I've done some shading, drawing, coloring, dragging, dropping, that kind of stuff. I've done that with this, but this is the first at writing. It's a little heavy. It doesn't feel terrible, but when I think of a pen, which I held in my hand for 35 years, I think of something along the lines of this. Much lighter than this. This is a heavy pen. In the world of pens, you can see that's a fatty, and it has a whatever you call that feedback thing, so you can do the regular touch screens with it. Like on my Samsung, will accept it sometimes, sorta. My old ones would. It's got its own pen now, but anyway, always a clicker. Always a clicker. If you're in retail counter sales of any kind, and you use a pull-off top pen, shame on you. Shame on you. Hello, Michael Songs. Welcome. Clickers, the only way to go. And in my world, which is literally my world, black ink only. Red can be used for correction, and green for highlighting or pointing out new information, but that's it. The ink itself that the words are written on, it's got to be black. You hand me a blue pen and I feel funny writing down my name. It just feels wrong. But anyway, this thing works pretty good. It's just a little heavy, and it might not just be the heavy of the battery. It might be whatever's going on up here with the lightning connector, and this cap there's a magnet and all that up here, of course. Yes, Michael's coming up, and thank you for stopping by. Appreciate that. But anyway, so I like that. So that's a new thing I learned, that if your iPad and iPencil, Apple Pencil, anyway, if they forget that they know each other, you got to tell the iPad to forget, and then you can make them pair up again and be friends. I thought maybe my pen went bad, and it did crazy. Hello, Mystic Heaven. You, my friend, new friend at that, are the wrong color. You need to not be. You have to be blue to be here, because I'm prejudiced. You're a mod here, so you could link, like if you had a new video of you cooking a hot dog, or maybe something in the way of music. You know, you laid down a new track, and you just want to share it with the world because it's life changing. Feel free to share that here. That's why you have that. If you see somebody here and you want to know more about them, you click those 3 dots over there, and you can just, the top one is go to channel. You can go right there and then see their stuff. Maybe you like it, maybe you won't. You know, it's all good. So that's why everybody here is a moderator. I don't want anybody to moderate my channel. If I do ever get a bot, it's mine. Just everybody just calm down and let me have them. Because I'm going to have some fun if it's a real person behind that. If it's not a real person, you know, then it's, then that's no fun. But anyway, I'm glad to have you here. Thanks for coming in. 7 p.m. Eastern, which is 4 p.m. on the western side. We're thawing out now, 40 degrees here. I'm going to be able to go outside. I'm so happy about that. You have no idea how happy I am about that. But yeah, these cords, I'll run through them here real quick. I feel like I'm not in enough pain today. So I'm going to do this some more. This is where the BDSM thing comes in, is I keep coming back for more. Oh yes, absolutely. Now see, that would be fun to watch too. It can't be a bot though, because those you just kick them out and they're gone. No, it's a person, and the one that knows the keystrokes, and they keep making the new accounts and coming back in and trying to. Those are fun. I like those. I don't see them very much anymore since I went to the subscriber only mode for the chat. Kind of took care of that. Hello, Indy. Welcome. Great show the other night until I fell asleep. That's sometimes what happens with me. I watch your shows not because it's boring. That is not it at all. It's because I'm old and tired. And if it's, if I'm not sitting here looking at this stuff, I'm laying there looking at the iPad, I'm probably going to be asleep in minutes. So. Now hopefully that sounds like a guitar. This is that progression. See, it really made my hands hurt earlier. So I do this so I can flip you guys off. That's the whole reason. That's the only reason I want to learn the circle of fourths. So I can just flip everybody off and they'll ask me for more. Marks JS. Hello. So see if I can do this. Nope. Ouch. Yeah, okay, so that's that's why I recorded that. So I'm going to sit down and I'm going to play that at 10 minutes. 10. Yeah, all 10 of them. A 1 and a 0 next to each other. And whichever way it makes a 10. I don't know. You guys tell me. Yeah. But I thought, oh yeah, that sounds pretty. That's pretty. I like the sound of that progression. I could do some kind of vocal-y, doo-woppy, woo stuff to that. That'd be kind of cool while I'm playing, and just mix it up, do something different, that sort of thing. But yeah, this hurt a lot, and well, you see how far I made it, and my hand's pretty weak actually from having done it, because I did my practice today, and this is what I did today. I did the circle with upstrokes, 4 upstrokes per chord, so whatever that is it's math. And then I did the same thing again with downstrokes all the way around it again. And then I was gonna do like up and downs, and no, I just said 2 times. 2 times was it. I couldn't do it no more. It was. Did I mention BDSM? I don't know if I did that. Mastery, guitar, YouTube, it's also 70 rockers learned in a day. Okay, cool. That's good information. Thank you very much. Because, I mean, let's face it, Doc's a good guitarist. And, man, I just, DOA, welcome, Mr. Avoid. Jesus! Oh, Jesus! Come on, Jesus! Something like that. I stole that from Clay for, just such emergencies like that. Because sometimes you just gotta let it out. You just gotta let the animal out. It gets a little crazy. Michael Songs is coming up here basically right after me, and if I'd have thought ahead, I could have put that dump in there instead of the one to. Did I mention Jade Starr's gonna interview me tomorrow? And there is a link to that down below in the description. And then if I did it right, I'm gonna take a dump at the end of this, and there's gonna be a clicky to make you go there. So if you don't want to click it down there, if that's too much work to scroll it up and get that, because I know y'all are watching me full screen. So, because I mean, why would you have me in the theater or the default view when you can have me full screen with the chat popped out on your second screen? Because everybody has a second screen, phone, iPad, going at the same time, doing exactly the same thing, right? That's normal, isn't it? To be surrounded by technology. But anyway, I was saying, Michael Songs is going to come up, and he's going to play some cool stuff. How I know that? Because I've gone to Michael Songs streams, and he always plays cool stuff. And Michael, if you would like to throw a link to that in the chat, where is that? I don't know. For me, the chat is there on the screen, but in real life, it's there. Whew, that makes this is why my head burns openly sometimes. So anyway, yeah, if you would like to throw that link in there, Michael, that's a hint, my friend. It's oh yeah, that's cool. That's awesome. Thank you, Michael. I mean, I'm humbled by this whole Jade asking me to interview, because last like a while. Whoops, I forgot to turn that down. If you turn this down, it doesn't make any noise when you don't want it to. That's pro tip. Or my favorite new hack. Turn your volume knob down. Hack? New? You fucking entitled little twit. Get the fuck out of my thing, Marshmallow. Anyway, You're very welcome. Water heater. Oh, no, no, no. Yeah. You better knock on it hard, Doc. Ooh, boy, talk about tempting fate. Yeah, Doc is definitely tempting fate right there. I changed my first water heater when I was about 28 years old, and I had exactly this much experience with plumbing. Literally, that's how much plumbing experience I had. So I decided, hey, it's 2 pipes. How hard can it be? Pretty hard, as it turns out. That was a pretty big learning curve. Now, I'm mechanically inclined. I can work my way around anything that has levers and buttons and slider doodads. I'm okay there. The mechanical mind is fine. The pipe, the pipeline in my brain is not. No. It doesn't understand the. So I had to call my contractor friend and say, look, I'm trying to sweat the pipes. I understood the principle. The mechanics of it made sense. You get the pipe hot. You apply the solder to the seam with, the flux, of course. And it, surface tension, sucks it in there and it's done. But when there's water coming out of the pipe, there's an issue. Because no matter how much flux you put on the fitting and the pipe and the water, it just explodes. It's like you wouldn't think water could catch on fire, but it does, or something. I don't know. It explodes. It becomes an explosive propellant. And well, you can't get the pipe to sweat when you do that. And my contractor friend kind of laughed. He chuckled at me. He said, "Hey, have you got a loaf of bread in the kitchen?" And I said, "Well, of course I got a loaf of bread in the kitchen. Why would you ask this? I need to know how to get these pipes to stick together with the solder." He said, "Yeah. We'll get to that in a minute." He says, "Now go get the bread." I said, all right, I'll go get the bread. And so I went and I got the bread. And we didn't have cell phones in those days. We had these landline things and they were attached. I didn't have a cordless at the time because, well, let's face it, I was just getting started. A wife, 2 kids, new mortgage, car payment. Whew, yeah, that wasn't in the cards. So anyway, I went and got this bread. I got the bread. And I get back to the phone. I said, okay, Ed, I'm back. I got the bread. What am I making, a sandwich? He said, no. He said, just get a piece of bread out. And I said, all right, I got a piece of bread out here in my hand. He says, now, what I want you to do is I want you to pull a big chunk right out of the center. All right. So I pulled a big chunk right out of the center. And then he told me to set the crusty rest of it aside. He said, now wad that up. And remember when you were a kid and you used to play with your bread and you made it into a little dough ball and then ate it anyway with even the filth that was on your hands? Yeah, I remember doing that. He says, now, instead of eating it, because you want to, stuff that right in that pipe. Just push it right in there. And I did that. And when I did that, it did this miraculous thing. It made a plug. And the water couldn't come out anymore. I had the water shut off, but there's still water in the pipe even after you shut it off. Who'd have thought, right? Shut the water off, you think the water's gone. But it's not. So I put that in there, and then he said, now put the pipes together and do your thing with the flux, and it was done in I don't know, a minute. It was pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And I said, but what about the bread? He said, what do you think's going to happen to that bread when the water you have in the pipe comes through the pipe when you test the water? He said, that bread's not going to be there anymore. So now you have a way to sweat pipes should you need to change a water heater. See, do you know anybody else that can make that much content out of a comment in there? So, yeah, I can. So anyway, now you know what to do, Doc, if the water heater goes out and you want to replace it yourself, if you've never done it before and your plumbing skills were like mine when I was very young. I could work my way through stuff like that now. But yeah, I had a lot to learn then. There you go. See, there's a perfect example of what I want people to do right there. Yes, indeed. And here, as a matter of fact, let me lead by example, as Indy is doing here. Open link in a new tab, and then if I go over here, look, the notification is already on. So I did indeed have that turned on, and now I need my chat back because, well, I want to see my chat. There it is right there. So that's what to do if you want to link something. That's how to do it. It's a perfect example. Thank you for that, Indy. Appreciate that. And catch Indy's live. They're great. They are really, really fun. So with that, I'm going to get out of here because Michael's going to be starting soon. I just wanted to get on here, shamelessly promote my bullshit tomorrow with Jade. Jade's stuff is not bullshit. My stuff will be bullshit. So I'll see you guys on a Lame Live tonight if you guys can make it. And I'll see those of you maybe that couldn't or don't want to make it to that, to the interview tomorrow. Yeah, that other thing. I love you guys. Remember, nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible.